Um, I'm a man of the people. So I watch the people, I study the people, I'm into the people's conversations. A lot of times it puts you in places you probably shouldn't be for your income bracket, but you are a spokesman of the people in our field, in my lane. And so I'm talking to 10,000 of the people. I cannot be incorrect about the people's feelings. I'm a public official. You follow what I'm saying? So the things that I say that are funny most of all because they're true. And it has to be refreshing at some point just to have people that speak factually. Uh, right. But that's the key. See, the misconception is that there are drugs that can help you do your job. No, there isn't. There aren't drugs that help you memorize, to be creative, to come up with something that somebody didn't already say, to figure out the funny thing in something tragic. Those are not the side effects of drugs. Those are the side effects of brilliance. And so if you think that there's some state you can be in that will deliver you a higher frame of comedy, there isn't. It's the closest connection with the people. I'm only the greatest comedian living because I have more female fans than any comedian on the globe. Period. That's the end of the discussion.
Yo, Katt, so the girls love you.
Sir, I don't love anything but them. There is nothing on this planet other than, man, sir. A perm is a homage to them anyway. They know what that is. See, they let me in the business thinking that maybe I was soft out there. You understand? But it was a misconception. So even as the pimp comedian, you have to understand the brilliance in the fact that he's told no pimp jokes. That he has no jokes about slapping the bitch. That conversation never takes place. You understand? So they downplay me because they must. Because the guy that you're saying is crazy and maybe a crackhead has outworked you every second that he has been a peer of yours. You probably have one comedy special. He probably has 10. The greats you talk about probably have 2 and he has 10. This is 16 100 city tours. This is a billion streams. You see? So what I'm saying is, if you don't understand that you are powerless other than the power that God gives you, then you're going to be stuck out here pretending and playing and attempting to be things that you don't need to be. We are in a blessed craft, this one of comedy, but it is part and parcel with the people it is delivered to. Let you understand that my inspiration has never stopped. So I'm as inspired by the guys I'm watching on TikTok as I am inspired by a Richard Pryor or a George Carlin. George Carlin was an atheist. How close can I be with a guy who don't believe in God? Richard Pryor really was a dick-sucking crackhead because he said he was, and yet he is our king. So imagine.
Yo, Katt, you gotta stop. Yo, Katt, don't call Richard Pryor dick-sucking crackhead. Don't do that.
That's in his autobiography, sir. In his autobiography, he tells you who he slept with, what he did. That's what made him the GOAT. It's because he did not hide the things that were bad in his life, the things that you wouldn't tell anybody about. He told that. Not he crossed over. He married 7 white women. That's not crossing over. That's crossed over. You follow what I'm saying? So that's why his death, his legend endures, because he was that magnificent, that special. So, you know, I want you to understand DJ CC and
Modern Day, who makes
Mr.
you laugh?
Junior
Who makes
and
you laugh
Fly,
now, Katt?
they inspired me. I'm a fan of the craft of laughing, of what happens when you say something, and the fact that you have to understand that there has to be a God for you to be able to laugh. That's not no medical thing. They can't tell you why. If that guy says that thing, it brings joy inside of your actual physical body. They're not explaining that to you.
You know, man,
But these are
I
facts.
honestly thought I could die of laughing. I've really laughed sometimes.
I've heard you tell that, but we are built on you. Your whole thing is, man, this is terrible, man. I can't handle it. Like, dude, you are everything that we do this for. It's for the fact that somebody comes in from a life that they're not happy with, sitting next to somebody they're not 100% happy with. They don't like the aesthetics, but they're going to come out of there feeling better. And if you can do that as a doctor or a lawyer, then you know you've been blessed. If you can do that as a comedian,
Kat, what do you think about this new shit, this cancel society, everything you say is wrong?
I love it.
You know,
I love it. I love it. I love it. There is no such thing as no repercussion. What is that? What is no repercussion? What is the volcano that won't burn you? What body of water can you not drown in? What? No. You were given a platform and now you can say whatever you want to say. Good for you. That comes with a cost. That's why I don't have to worry about underlings, because you've watched me hurdle eight allegations that would cripple the common man. You assume, you see him go to 19 times and you assume, I guess he's paying his way out or anything except for innocence. It's the one thing you won't give. But at the end of the day, whoever you think is crazy might be smarter than you. And if that required them to allow you to call them crazy, then so be it. I've read the autobiographies of thousands of famous people, and this is the way it goes. True greatness, they give that to you when you're not around no more. Unless you're Muhammad Ali, they'll give you your flowers because you can't talk no more, when it was the talking that made you that. You follow what I'm saying? While Richard Pryor was walking around, they weren't acting like he was the greatest thing since comedy.
Yeah, that's the shit that bugs me out.
Jesus healed people, Joe, and they walked away. Jesus healed people.
Jesus was killed by police.
Joe, Jesus healed people and they walked away. How do you walk away? How were you crippled and I fixed your legs and you used those brand new legs to go home with? And so as long as Jesus only had 12 followers, I'm not going to be caught up in the numbers. You understand me?
Yeah, you can't get caught up in the motherfucking numbers. Fuck that.
No, not when you have
them. We gotta stay true to ourselves like you always have. You know, it's simple as that.
That's not me. That's you.
Yeah, Kat, look like we having a staring contest.
No, we wasn't. That was you that froze. Go on and take that.
Yeah. Hey, yo, Kat, you ever had like a fucked up experience? I know every comedian says they have bombed. Have you ever went into a show where you thought you was about to kill that shit and you bombed on motherfuckers?
Okay, so now I know your love of comedy and I know what your future plans are, and it really bothered me when I heard you say what you said about being a comedian, but I'm not gonna bomb. Okay, so now I just need you to understand what you said is, because nobody's gonna knock you. You can do the impossible. Just understand that it's a basketball player saying, I don't miss a shot. Because if you didn't miss a shot, you probably didn't take a shot either.
Yeah.
The L's create the superiority. The L's are designed, that bomb is designed to make you not do this anymore. See, if you bomb, maybe you won't do this anymore. That's what it's there for. It's to keep you honest and to make sure that no bum off the street could do this for 1 year, let alone 29. And never once be in your rear view. You follow what I'm saying?
Yo, Kat, you right.
It's very difficult for me to really be funnier than you if you have 5 minutes and I have 5 minutes. The only way that I could really be funnier than you legitimately and have the confidence about it is if I know that you're going to get 5 laughs and I'm going to get 10. If I can guarantee that I'm always going to get twice the laughs as you, I can guarantee that soon everyone will know I'm funnier than you, just mathematically. So if you're not thinking about that, I'm sure you can't do it. But all basketball players have to understand at some point that they're counting each of those shots. You're trying to get above 40% from the three.
Right. So you said it would be unfair for Kevin Hart to
but
go
I'm
against
saying
you.
no. I'm saying unfair for comedians, not because I'm better. I wasn't saying it because of that. I'm saying it because I have commercially put out more opportunities than they have. So here's what I'm saying.
Okay.
You couldn't possibly go 20 jokes per 20 jokes with me. Because even if your 20 jokes were all funnier than mine, there's a portion of them that nobody had heard until just then. And that's not what Versus is. Versus has to be a joke you already told that they already know. Do you follow what I'm saying? And for the guy who has 10 specials, that's not fair. For the guy with 50 movies, is that fair? That the guy could do 6 clips from movies and 2 jokes from each of his top 5 specials, and now that's 16 things and he only has 4 left? Like, no.
Is there anyone who you think would be fair up against you?
No. That's why I wasn't presenting it like I was better than anybody. I was saying I'm the worst fit for it. Like, it's going to be exciting no matter what names you put in there. You can put great names in there and it'll be even because this person will have an advantage over here. It's about having the material. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's what
and then
Versus
also
is
the equity
for.
with the audience too.
Right. There's so many artists we wouldn't mind seeing in the Versus there, and they have 20 songs, but that's not what it's about. It's about the catalog. It's about the fact that you would have had to put a lifetime of work in to be able to present this lifetime piece of work. And at the end of the day, most people have just been getting the bag.
Well, that was a very crass summary of what I was trying to put forth then, but I will say that I'm better now than I've ever been. What I was saying to women at that point was, don't let anybody tell you what the market value of you is. You follow what I'm saying? Yes. So one of my great things is I can't be asked what I bring to the table. I am the table. You understand? So now, to everyone that knows me or is affiliated with me in any way, shape, form, or fashion, it is about the fact that we are the table.
Yes.
We're not looking for what comes with or the perks of or what is the benefits of this. No. This is
The table.
Already.
Now that you know, it don't need to be explained. You get it from every angle in the game. So when things get presented to you at different points, at different junctures, you start to see things clearly. You start to see things for what it really is and how it's truly going to be represented. Me, I've always been somebody or a person that has given respect. You could tell from my tone, you could tell from my actions, and the way I distribute my information to people. I don't play games. You know, everybody have fun and have a good time, but I'm more about, okay, let's give the people something that they could use, that they could vitalize. So that's been my whole approach. And on top of that, I say that to say this. People will try to minimize everything you do. Katt Williams looked at as the pimp, crackhead, rapper. I mean, yeah, rapper too, but comedian, right? And that's the image, the Money Mike image, and they was like, man, that's who he is. That's his persona. But if you listen to him, if you actually listen to him speak, he has not said anything That is status quo. He has not said the things Hollywood would feel comfortable with. He has not compromised himself one bit. Meanwhile, the detractors against him continuously find ways to try to disqualify him and say, we don't want you in our blockbuster movies. So you're going to just have to stay on the Chitlin circuit because you're a risk to the studio. Now, when Kevin Hart made that statement on the show, I understood why he did it. He was defending Tiffany Haddish. But it's not about Kevin Hart. So that's why Kevin probably would have been best not saying anything. Because Kevin Hart, of any of them, should know how that was going to play out. It's going to be a you versus Katt Williams situation. It's like you got lured into the deep waters with someone who's a professional swimmer. And the general public, as much as you saying, all right, that was the last thing I'm going to say and I'm going to keep my mouth shut, it's already done. Because of the internet, they're going to go back to that clip, play that clip you did, chop it up in different pieces, and play whatever Katt says. Then they're going to listen to your jokes about Katt and everything else. But if Katt didn't do 30 million in like one day, 50 million altogether, as I told you, I know people that work over there for the Club Shay Shay. They used to work for another podcast company before they start working with Club Shay Shay, and they used to do work here on. They came straight from YouTube. Now they doing stuff for Club Shay Shay. So congratulations to them for that promotion, and yeah, they doing big things over there. So when it's all said and done, you know, you're looking at a pace where if you're smart, you're going to be successful. If you're not smart, you'll get swallowed by the business. And you don't want to get swallowed by the business. Katt Williams tour, and when it comes out on Netflix and they film it and it comes out, I believe, next month, because they've been filming it as he's doing the tour. When it comes out next month on Netflix, the whole world will get to see it. The Dark Matter tour. Let's see what it ranks. Everybody, you heard Chappelle saying his thing came out, he slayed, and the person got all that money with Shannon Sharp. Well, that's a whole nother story. We'll get to that at a later date because it shows you who really got the money and who really didn't. Like I said, that's just another story for another day. Some M's went Shannon Sharp way, but somebody else got some M's. A lot of M's. But they got more than that. Katt put himself in a situation now where you're going to see if the internet attention is enough to generate the actual numbers in real life. So, I'm out. Love, peace, and hair grease. Shouts out to Kwame Brown, Bus Life, Armando Black TV. I want to say what's up to welcome to HDII TV, Jag Sports with Jose Rodriguez. I want to say what's up to the one and only Ticket TV. Do your thing. Ticket. Dreamers Pro. Damn D. Is it Damn D POV or Damn D Beefs? It don't matter. Any of them. Follow them. Check them out. And we out the door.